Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for October 31st, November 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, Monday through Thursday. Now, I am going to be using my Radley Valentine decks. I will use my Archangel Power Tarot cards for the main reading. I will pull one from my Guardian Angel cards. I will also pull one from my Inspirational Wisdom from Angels and Fairies, written by Frances Monroe and artwork by Judy Mastrangelo. And I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson crystal deck. Now, this is the introduction. This is the introduction for all of the videos. And then if you want to bypass this introduction for anyone that's new, or if you cross-watch, then write down around there in the description. In the description, it'll say something like, if you want to cross-watch, go here. Will be a timestamp, and you can then just bypass the introduction. Okay, so what we're going to do, though, for the introduction, we are going to do a reading with my Waite Rider tarot cards, the traditional, and my Osha Zen tarot card. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all decks with Reiki energy, but just remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to God, Source, Holy Spirit, and just ask for whatever needs to come through, Okay? Now, I generally do talk a little bit about what's going on in the stars and the planetary movements. We are in Scorpio season. Mars has just gone retrograde on the 30th of October, but it's still in a very slow motion right now. It is in Gemini, so that's very intellectual. A lot of things coming up. Gemini is very curious energy here, air energy, thinking through things, hearing news, making some plans, okay? And Mars, which is associated with Scorpio season, very powerful warrior energy, very Aries, Mars, Aries, very, Greek, Roman mythology, whichever one you want to choose. So very much the god of war. Okay, so it's right now, it's just standing there, and it will be moving, like I said, retrograde. And it's a little bit of an odd retrograde right now because retrograde season is just about over, where planets should be going more direct, and here Mars does something a little bit different. Okay, on the 31st, November 1st and 2nd, we have Samhain, we have Halloween, we have All Saints Day and All Souls Day. So this is a time when people can feel that the veil between this world and the other, the natural and the supernatural, is very, very thin. So we can, have people, thoughts, dimensional transferences. It's all very interesting. Now, I really feel, because now we are in, last new moon, Scorpio, was a semi-eclipse, semi-solar eclipse. But then the next full moon, Taurus, on the 8th, will be a full lunar eclipse. It just seems like, and I'm going to post on my website the dates. I really haven't done any analysis just yet. I kind of know it and see it in my mind. But it just seems, I would say, from the November 5th through the 11th, the planets seem very, very intense. Now, we're very intense right now, but there's not a lot of movement right now. So it's just kind of like we're all feeling this watch and wait. What's going to happen? Oh my gosh, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? And then, like I said, on the 5th through the 11th, there's this like poking at the bear type of energy, or poking at the bull, whichever we want to say, poking at the phoenix type of energy. Intense energy. So we'll talk a little bit more about that next time, in our next readings. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we have. I'll do the dealer shuffle with our cards. Higher power. What would you like people to know? What's going to be going on from Monday through Thursday? What is going to be happening here? Or what kind of energies, should we say, is going to be? Again, very intense, very between the veils. Keep your vibrations high. Try some new things. New things do help you to change up your routine a little bit. It does help you to keep your vibrations on the higher side, and that's what we are called to do. We are called to be, should we choose, we are called to be the light workers, the star seeds, and indigo, crystal, a lot of different names for this type of time of our lives. But we need to choose, and it is a choice. Everything's a choice. We need to choose to keep our vibrations elevated, to keep, to keep our focus more on the light energy. Okay, let's see what we've got here. 1, 2, and 3. 3 cards are face down. Anything reversed has a little stronger energy. Court cards have dual energy, so just kind of know that when I talk about that. So here we go. First card is the Magician. Anything can happen. We have more power than we think. As in heaven, so on earth. This is a major arcana energy, major arcana card. This is a 1, new beginning. It's the first step of the Fool's energy, the Fool's journey. And this is where, and the Fool is that 0 energy, 0 card, and where you have to just have faith. But the first person he meets, or she meets, is the Magician on his journey. And the Magician says, you've got more power than you actually think. Okay? You do need to connect with the heavens, your source, God, Holy Spirit, whoever that is for you. Whatever that is that you call source. But, like I said, this is about what, as in heaven, so on earth. You have more power than you definitely think. We need to, during this time, I always say prayer, meditation, talking out loud, very strong, very powerful ways to make things happen. There's also other ways too, but you have to kind of look that up a little bit more yourself. So Magician energy, we do have the the air, we have the air energy, we have the water energy, we have the earth energy, we do have the fire energy also. So it's pulling all the energies of the earth, fire being our Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, air being our Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, earth being our Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, and water being our Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. So it does take it all together. It does integrate it all together, and it says for us to use that energy. Now we have the infinity sign that that we can't even. The infinity sign is the Magician with the infinity sign is basically saying the only limitations we have are the ones we put upon ourselves. So interesting with that one. Next card is, so now we have that Ace of Swords. Sword energy, again, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, thought processes, making plans, thinking things through. Also, it is hearing news. So the Ace of Swords, Ace is a 1, new beginning, numbers, again, 1 energy here. This does have an interesting, the hand coming from the clouds. There is a divine energy there. There is a divine message here. There is a divine new process, new thinking. I've talked, if you've been following me, I know I talk so much about that Saturn in Aquarius energy going on. And then we have the Mars in Gemini energy going on. So there's a lot of this air energy. There's a lot of this push-pull. There's a lot of revelation type of energies, new thoughts, new ways of thinking type of energy. So whatever it is, and part of that could go back to the Magician. It could even say that the world is going to be seeing a new way of thinking. But again, the world needs to know that we have more power, more influence than we even think. Okay, so new thoughts, new ideas, new challenges. So the Ace of Swords does bring challenges with it. Your next card is the Hermit. This is reversed. This is a 9. 9 has, you have everything. Let's wrap it up. The Hermit steps back. The Hermit spends time, by himself, herself. The Hermit connects with his higher power, her higher power. The Hermit not necessarily. If you look at the hermit's looking down, and yet there is the lantern showing his way. But he's not looking ahead. He's actually looking where he's at now. But like I said, but he does have his light. He does have his way. There is some illumination, but he must be in the dark in order for him to have his lantern. So right now he doesn't really know everything. He doesn't know all, but he has to, that's why he steps away from the drama of others. That's the way he doesn't necessarily, he needs to find his own path, and he does that through meditation, connecting, prayer. But a couple of things, he's looking down. What is this? Is this water? Is this snow? Not quite sure, but there is the ground is it not necessarily smooth for him. He does have his staff, which will help him in his direction also, kind of test the footing, test his footing. But he does have his light, and his light does help to show him. But it's not like a big bright light. It's not like the sun energy. So he's still in the dark. He still knows that he has to have that connection. And if you, the connection between the two of these and the other cards in my Radley Valentine, these are both Archangel Raziel. So that in itself I find, very interesting. Both, again, connecting with higher power. So this is a week to really connect with higher power, have a little more confidence, but at the same time know that your journey is, it's almost like your journey is kind of set, okay? But do you choose to take that path? Okay, let's see what we have with our Osha Zen Tarot cards. So the other ones, like I just mentioned, fire energy, rod energy, that again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, it's passionate, it's very burning, very determined energy. We have our Earth Pentacles energy, which is again Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. That's our money, job, career, tangible energy. And then of course we have the water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, and that is our fluid, emotional energy, very spiritual energy too. So now I was talking about the court cards. So the page's underlying energy is our earth. The knight's underlying energy is our fire. The queen's underlying energy is our water. And the king's underlying energy is our sword. So, or our air energy. So whatever this stuff is, whatever this new idea, new challenge is, there's a very strong connection that we may not necessarily like what we're seeing or hearing, or we might not understand it. Again, connect with higher power, whether to be bold or whether to, be a little, I'm not going to say, that the hermit is not necessarily bold, but the hermit, like I said, is not following everyone's path. Okay, let's see what we have, Osha Zen Tarot. What do we have for this week? Traveling. Remember, I'm talking about some pathways here. Now, this is an 8. I mentioned kind of the infinity sign. So if you look at the 8 like that, infinity, but it is basically it's unlimited opportunities, unlimited possibilities. The path here is not, now there's a little person there, I think there. The path is not necessarily easy. The path is not necessarily lit. The path seems very cloudy in many points. Again, needing the staff of the, to help you find your footing, needing the light. But at the end of the path is the sun. At the end of the path is the light. But it's not necessarily an easy path for, So next week, energy is not necessarily easy, but we do have a lot of higher power energy here. It does open up a lot of new ways of thinking about things, and a lot of new ways of seeing things too. It's just the path, and it does look like the path is on the longer side. It's a little windy. It's going through the fog. It's going, you really can't see where you're going. And so a lot of it will be, going and doing by trust. Okay. Let me know what this is. I am feeling better. Not totally 100%, but I've been reading the comments and I will be answering them. I think I'm going to be doing better this weekend. So my goal is to start answering your comments this weekend. Please, and I love that. So thank you. So please take a moment, because I'm a smaller channel and this month has been all wiggly waggly type of things. Please, please, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. You don't know, it really helps channels like mine. Missing even one, it just throws out the whole algorithm. But why don't we go on and start our readings now? Hello, my Cancers, and how are you doing? Well, I know between these eclipses, life can feel a little bit stretchy. Like I said in the introduction, this is just kind of it's like we're all, when you're like, it's about to rain, you feel it, and it just, the atmosphere just seems a little bit on the heavier side. That's what's going on. We just have to wait till the storm breaks. I don't know, until it either lifts or moves on. Not sure either, but that's pretty much. And again, my moon babies, you do feel what's going on in the other world right now very strongly. So trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust who you are in this time too. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. All 3 cards reversed. Here we are for my Cancers. First card is Queen of Raphael. So Queen's underlying energy is water. Raphael is water. So this is water energy. We are in Scorpio. So Scorpio, the Pisces has Neptune and now Jupiter. And of course it's your sign. It's flowing. It's spiritual. It's very emotional energy too. The Queen of Raphael is she stands in her royalty. She knows that she's she's a very strong creature, but sometimes she just doesn't want to be strong. Sometimes she'd like to just go and let someone else take care of the things for her. However, the Queen of Raphael knows she cannot do that. So it's okay to not necessarily feel strong at this moment, not necessarily feel like, the weight, or feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you just want to kind of say, well, maybe I'll deal with this in a year or two. It's okay to feel that way. It's just, you still have to get up every morning. You still have to take your shower. You still have to get ready. You still have to do what you have to do. But the Queen of Raphael, she knows that. She knows that. She knows that you can feel one way, but you still have to do what you have to do. The Queen of Raphael is very intuitive. She's very psychic. She's very spiritual at the same time. And this is a week where, again, the veil between dimensions, the veil between natural and supernatural is very, very thin, and you can almost feel it. You can almost taste it. It's like that atmosphere that I was saying. You can go out, I can taste the rain even if it's not raining yet. It's like I just know it. I feel it. I feel it. So what this is all about is not necessarily that something bad or horrible is going to happen. Not that it isn't. Nothing about that. It's more a case of trusting your instincts, trusting your intuition. I know, there's always, is it intuition? Is it wishful thinking? Yeah, we have to, but you need to learn to trust yourself more and more. And this is a good week for you to do that. The Queen of Raphael is also very loving and caring for those that she loves and cares about. Anyway, kind, understanding, giving, psychic. Follow your heart. So there can also be something that's a little bit on that romantic side, but a love of home and family, trustworthy, psychic information. And there she sits, but she actually looks very joyful and very joyous in her realm. Okay, so here we go with the 1. Next card is the 4 of Raphael. So again, like I said, that you kind of have like the atmosphere that you're waiting for the storm, you're waiting for it to lift, or you're just waiting. And the 4 of Raphael has that. You're waiting. You're just waiting. Things just kind of, waiting. The 4 of Raphael, the 4 of Cups, the 4 of Water is the one that I call the in-between stage. It's kind of like if you go back to the traditional tarot, the person's looking at the 3 cups kind of like, and and then here's this one cup coming with the divine energy, divine hand, and yet not necessarily ready for that yet. It's just in this in-between. It's just in this waiting energy. It's just waiting. Okay, so 4 has stability, has stability, organization, and leadership. Raphael, again, your water energy. But the thing about waiting is you don't want to wait too long. Okay, so just because you're in a waiting stage, it does not mean that you have to stop living. Okay, because that's the one thing is that, if that in that one card, if all that person staring at these 3 cups, if they just turned their head just a little bit, they'd see something very divine about to happen. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. And remember, I'm always saying it, you're putting it, your emotions, you put out bright, and I know it's not always easy to stay happy or hopeful. We all have our ups and downs, but you want to try to at least keep your emotions happier, elevated. Good music or happy music, things like light, things that are going to cheer you up. You want to try to keep that part of you, the optimistic part of you, elevated. Okay. Next card here, reversed again. Well, here you go. Here you go. Once all of this is happening, once you get kind of, and it might even be a recognizing of your emotions, or whatever's going to break. This night of Gabriel is passionate. This night of Gabriel is like, okay, I have felt it. I have done enough of what I've had to do with this. And can also be a lot of self-work that you have been doing. Okay, it could, but the night of Gabriel, night's underlying energy is fire. Gabriel is fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. So the night, once you figured out where you want to go, the night breaks free. The night just does it. Okay, now it might be a little precipitous. It might be a little, rambunctious, but it's almost like, it's almost like you had to do it. You have to, and I don't mean for you to do anything rash or, but this is like once you make your plan, once you think things through, it's like things then open up for you. The night, now the one thing about the night that I'm getting with here, and actually I'm kind of getting it with all of these, is that they're all looking, well, actually it's this way for you. They're all looking a certain direction. Normally when I see them looking this way, it's kind of a future. This way is kind of revisiting a little bit of the past energies. I'm not sure if this is happening with this night, but this night is very, it's just kind of like, it's, this night I think is going to turn around and just kind of say, it's time to leave the past behind us now. It's time, we've done enough reconciliation. We've done enough of, just moving, kind of seeing, and, seeing what we've done. I kind of feel like this night, even though it's going that way, I feel like she's about to turn her horse around, and it's like, no, it's time to move forward now. So it's an interesting week for you. This is confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. So again, those instincts are very high this week. Again, this is, if all you had to do was just kind of turn your head a little bit, and you'll see the opportunity, or maybe the opportunity is over there. The angel wants to show you that. It's like you've been waiting. You've been kind of like that, like the Sleeping Beauty fairy tale, just waiting, waiting, waiting. Now the thing is, though, you don't need a prince to come in and kiss you. All you need to do is just wake up and then start moving. Okay, let's see what we've got here. My guardian angels. Let's see what do we have for our Cancers. So I feel like this is dealing a lot with just kind of your past life a little bit, and then I do feel like this night, like there's a wake up call coming for you, a good one, not a loud blary one, but it's like all of a sudden it's like, yes, now I want to live, I want to move. And I don't mean that you didn't want to live. I mean that now I instead of just existing, I want I want more passion in my life too. So let's see what we, okay, that card flopped out and it is on the floor. Oh, and this is, okay. So now, this is the healer of abundance. This is the Queen of Earth. So this is actually taking a lot of this emotion, a lot of this caring energy, and it's actually putting it to work. It's actually expecting, expecting good things in return, okay? Because the Queen of Earth, Earth again, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, she cares, she loves, but instead of just sitting there, she wants, she expects. She kind of like says, Queen of Water, I love your love, I love your caring, your emotions, but now I want money in my bank. I want a pretty house. I want what I want. And she wants more of the tangible energy. So never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to innovate make you destined to be innovative, make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career, but don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, possibly you, who is down to earth with a gift for design or decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. So the Queen of Water, yes, definitely nurturing energy, but the Queen of Abundance, Queen of Earth, she's willing to work for what she wants. And so whatever this is here, this is where maybe what you've had to go through, what you've had to kind of done some, maybe some shadow work, maybe some healing energy here. And this Knight of Gabriel's going to kind of like turn it all around for you now. It's like, okay, you've done this, good. Let's get up. Let's get moving. People to see, places to go, things to do. Anyway, let's see what we have. So let's see what we have with our inspirational wisdom of fairies and angels. Of angels, from angels and fairies. Here we go. For my Cancers, what do we have for my Cancers here? Okay, reversed. Fairy of the Mystic Forest. You have the power and aptitude to make your dreams come true. All you need now is commitment to make it happen. So dreams, you have the ability. You have the power. Remember the Magician. And remember, no matter what's going on in the world, we still have to live our lives. Okay? So let's see what crystal or energy we have. So you have the power and aptitude to make your dreams come true. You've got it. Let's see what we have now. Crystal or energy for my Cancers. Ruby. Oh, this would be for our July Cancers especially too, because I think Ruby is July birthstone. Anyway, but you can carry it even if you're a June Cancer. Increased abundance, passion, lucid dreaming, light of the soul. Interesting with that. So remember, this is a good week for you to kind of like, okay, maybe not everything's all fixed up here emotionally. Maybe I'm not totally healed, but I want more now. I want more. And that Queen of, the Queen of Abundance, she wants more too. Anyway, take a moment, my Cancers, to please like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications, comment. You all help me by doing that. As always, my Cancers, most importantly, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.